Libra, we all know that art is not truth. It is a lie that makes us realize the truth, at least the truth that is given to us to understand. Picasso. Hello, beautiful souls, my Libra friends. Thank you guys so much for joining me here, and welcome to my table. If you're new here, hello, my name is Zachary. If you guys are returning, it's good to see you again. Pull up a chair or stand, whatever works for you. So, my Libra friends, it's good to see you. I have missed you. Let's get into your message here. I do have some channeled messages that came through in meditation, couple oracle cards pulled, and then we'll move into tarot as we do. So the first thing that came through was a lot of never-ending story, which is interesting because I haven't seen the movie since I was a kid. I know this isn't something that may resonate or be recognized by everyone. It is quite an old movie, but the portion that stood out was call my name. So first, actually, it came through as say my name. Say my name, the childlike empress. Okay. There's a point where she is needing Bastian, the character who's reading the book about Fantasia, to give her a new name. The purpose of this is to save Fantasia, to create this link between the real world and the fantasy world in order to save that. I found it interesting, first of all, that say my name is the way that I've always remembered it. So I don't know, you guys, maybe there is a little bit of a Mandela effect here. Maybe you guys remember it as say my name or call my name. Feel free to let me know in the comments. I'd actually really be interested to know because I haven't heard of that Mandela effect, but that's the way I remember it. And turns out that's not how it's said. It is call my name. So anyway, moving away from that, just thought that was interesting. Call my name. So the childlike empress needs Bastian to call her name, give her a new name. He does end up giving her a new name, and that is Moonchild. In doing so, this allows Fantasia, potentially lie, to continue so that the truth, the reality he lives in, can be seen. This quote here by Picasso actually comes from Althea, Truth, in the Wild Unknown Archetype deck, and we'll get there here in a second. So Bastian then did come through after that, Bastian, and he is the character that is in the movie there. Bastion is a term that is used in different ways. So, looking this up, the definition that stood out to me here is a fortified place or a strong defense. So, I find it interesting in the topic of the movie, too, just the role that he's playing in there. In order to save this real or imagined land, the stronghold that is Bastion must do something here, give the childlike empress a new name. And being Moonchild too, I love this divine feminine, right? The unconscious realm being the moon. Love this. The next thing that I was shown was a zigzag line. Um, the way that it appeared though was like a bowling ball being polished or having like the epoxy or something put on it initially. It's done in a way that the ball is moved back and forth as it's rolled, kind of in a zigzag pattern. And this ends up allowing the surface to be evenly covered. So the message that came through on that for me was maybe you're making a beeline right now. It doesn't make sense. It's not a point A to point B situation, either literally maybe moving or changing careers, evolving in some way. You may see it as a jagged line, but what it's actually doing is providing a very even and solid experience. Okay. You may desire maybe a straight line, but a straight line isn't going to give you the breadth and depth that the experience you're having right now is giving you. The next thing that came through was I can't take. So I heard I can't take, and I'm sitting here going, what? What can't you take? You can't take it anymore. You can't take this. You can't take in regards of like receiving something like, oh, I couldn't possibly. I do feel like there are different meanings here for different people. I'm reading for a lot of you, but something can't be taken. There's a restriction to receiving in some way, whether regardless of the emotion that's behind that, a restriction to receiving something. Okay, let's get into the oracle messages here. So, two cards did come out in the Wild Unknown Archetype deck, Althea and the Mirror. Well, well. Libra. Well, well. So Althea, as I said, this is, well, it's truth. This is the truth. There's that quote that's in the book there from Picasso, and that really stood out to me here. Art, as we all know, is a lie, but it's there to help us see the truth. So I feel the message that's coming through here is, well, it's a perspective shift to re-examine maybe not what we consider to be truth or a lie, but maybe what is fabricated or an illusion or um, a lie, how that allows us to see the truth in this realm. The white and black roses here, we're always in a state of duality. The dark allows the light to be light, and the light allows the dark to be dark. I think of, I was a hairdresser for 13 years, and I would have this discussion with my blonde clients. Everybody, well, a lot of people anyway, want to be just the epitome of whatever, like no low lights, only blonde, only light, right? It actually doesn't work that way. We need a little bit of shadow in order for the light to pop, right? To have that difference. And the same goes the opposite way. So this message of a lie or the shadow, a falsity, is actually needed here at this time in order for the light to be seen, to be accentuated. Interesting. Um, the book also talks about, with Althea here, it's been noticed that when we speak a falsity, there is a change in the resonance in our voice. This, I feel, there is an encouragement right now to pay attention when we start to have responses in our body, when we start to maybe even recognize somebody's voice or resonance here has changed in some way, to examine that, okay? Not to judge that. Maybe somebody is telling a lie, but that lie is actually leading you to the truth somewhere too. The truth is that you know how to spot a lie, a falsity. Let's get further into it. The mirror. The miroir. The mirror here, reflection, illusion, and the looking glass. So I love the looking glass here too, like Alice in Wonderland through the looking glass, the never ending story, talking about Fantasia. We're talking about these imaginal realms. Both stories add a richness and depth to the characters that are existing in the real world. In quotes here, if you're not watching, in the real world, okay? It does say, speak kindly to yourself in the mirror. This may feel awkward at first, but fake it till you make it kind of thing. There's an illusion. This is what I'm getting here. The falsity that's being spoken may be yourself. There may be I do take a couple messages coming through here. There's a narrative that's happening when you look at yourself in the mirror, when you talk to yourself in the mirror. Are you speaking falsities to yourself? Well, we all kind of do here and there. That we all have a shadow. Paying attention to what's going on there. Tell yourself you love yourself. Tell yourself you're, hey, handsome, hey, beautiful, right? Talk to yourself like you love yourself. See how you respond to that. If it's uncomfortable, if it feels weird, well, there's a lie here that's being spoken to you, from you to you, that is illuminating the truth. And the truth here in that situation is that we need to change the way we're talking to ourselves, right? And I feel like this goes for others around us too. But if we can't recognize that we're doing that to ourselves first, it's difficult to recognize that it's happening around us as well. Okay, 10:01 on the timer. Let's get into this further. Any other oracle cards here? Just the animal? Yes, okay. So wild unknown animal archetype here, and then we'll get into the tarot. For Libra. What other messages do we have for Libra, please? Is there two there? Oh, there is. 3 came out here. Love this, actually. I love you. I love you too, Libra. Eagle is the first one to come through. Unicorn. And then tiger. So tiger, love this, you guys. Lunar force. as we're talking about the never-ending story. The never-ending story. Had to get it in there at least once, right? Lunar force, moonchild. This is the divine feminine. This is the power in the dark. That power wouldn't be recognized if it weren't for the dark. Okay? Kind of that lie illuminating a truth sort of situation. The unicorn, this is the third eye chakra. So, as we're talking about illusion, this is a great example of this. A unicorn, as an example. Um, well, nobody's really, like, I guess, physically seen a unicorn that's alive today. At least that's talking about it. I don't know. So there's this idea, this thought process, this discussion of, is the unicorn even real? I think I saw one once. Yeah, they had to have been, because, I saw that. Well, yeah, it's a descendant of, there's this discussion that's going on where we question something that maybe we can't see. We are on the side of, yes, I think it's there. Sometimes we're on the side of, no, I don't think it is. The book talks about, like, God as an example. There are many discussions going on, however you want to view that energy of God, a higher power. Yeah, I think there's a higher power. Well, maybe there's not a higher power. There's not a person on this planet who hasn't had that kind of, at least, energetic communication with themselves. So, illusion. We're talking about some sort of illusion. Critically thinking, okay? Asking questions of the self. Back to speaking into the mirror here. Eagle. We're going to grab the sun here, you guys, in our challenge. This is a combination of air and fire energy. There's an opportunity of some sort, an incident. Okay, I feel like there's something coming forward here that's requiring our participation. The sun that's needing to be grabbed. Be brave here. You're stronger than you know. Eagle child is what it says here in the book. You're stronger than you know, moon child. Ooh, all the chills. You're stronger than you know, moon child. Oh my goodness. Okay, I got it. I feel like my sideburns are standing on end. Okay. Let's get into your tarot messages, you guys. This is an awesome energy so far. Where do we want to start? This may hurt tarot. Love it. Okay, Spirit for Libra. What do we have going on for Libra here? Libra. 8 of Pentacles here at the split. So our work, what we're doing for work, could be career, could be just the work that we're putting into this life, the energy that we're putting into manifestation or creating. Huge shout out to my channel members, you guys. Hello. If you're interested in becoming a channel member yourself, there's a link in the description of this video. There's also a join button underneath the video here next to the subscribe. 2 of Swords just flipped over here. A decision needing to be made. Feeling that you're stuck in between 2 or more decisions and feeling frozen, not knowing maybe where to go. Yeah. Personal readings are open and available as well. Link in the description of the video if you guys are interested in getting some help with something a little more personal to yourself. I'd love to help you. Okay. What do we have here for Libra? Please like, share, comment, subscribe as well, you guys, if this resonates with you. I appreciate the support. 3 of Pentacles here at the bottom. So this is your hopes and dreams. 3 of Pentacles is, well, there's recognition that's a part of this card. Collaboration is the most well-known, I think, meaning of this card. It's talking and listening, collaborating, brainstorming. I feel like the recognition component is standing out here as far as hope. Maybe you are realizing how you're speaking to yourself in the mirror. I feel like some of you are on a mission here to find the truth that's hidden among the lies. And there's a lot of lies, which means that there's also a lot of truth, you guys. Neither are ever going to disappear in this realm. We do live in a day and age where, well, anybody can say anything, right? This is why it's so important to get good at recognizing resonance. If we're resonating at a frequency of falsity ourselves, well, we don't need somebody to pull wool over our eyes. We've already done it ourselves, right? Right. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Ooh, somebody didn't like to hear that. Well, I don't care. You can keep that to yourself. All right, Spirit, what do we have here for Libra? This is the second deck we'll be using. I like to call it the Shadow Pile. Two of Cups here at the split. Connection. As we're talking about resonance here too, the heart in between these two portals. Is your heart recognizing the appropriate resonance right now? Three of Cups. Connections with others, you guys. I feel like, especially in this digital day and age, there is something like we have intuition. We can pick up falsities or truth that's being spoken in another. There is a component of being face to face with somebody that, in my experience at least, I found is not replicatable at a distance. There is an energy that somebody cannot fabricate or lie about when you are in person. They may be able to do it over a digital means here, right? And I'm not singling anybody out in particular. There are a lot of people here, whether they're readers, coaches, intuitive, whatever. Anybody can get on here and do whatever they want to do. I'm just getting this message here of to take things with a grain of salt and give yourself that grain of salt, okay? For Libra, this is a general message. So please use your head, heart, and intuition to decipher if these messages are for you. And if they're not, it's okay to leave them behind, you guys. Please don't try to make them fit. And please don't, I don't need to hear anything about it if it doesn't fit. You know what I'm saying? It's okay if this message isn't for you. Check out any other placements in your chart. We do have every energy through the zodiac throughout our chart, okay? Just depends on which house, so feel free to check it out. And I do have my Cash App and PayPal links in the description. If you guys do feel called to donate and support the channel in that way, I truly appreciate it. It's not mandatory, but to those who do, thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's get into this, Libra. Your shadow pile, the Hanged Man. So this is your fear aversion. Bum, bum, bum. The Hanged Man here is a delay. I am very strongly getting the message here that you guys, this message applies to. You guys are in a place where you're seeking truth. I just recognize there's a moon there on that card too. You are the moon child. What's coming through here is whatever this delay, halt is, encouragement to slow down, is so that you can see the reflection properly here in the mirror. What I'm getting is like there's a difference between, like, as you're driving, your driver's side or your mirrors here on the side. A quick glance, we get enough information to understand, like, well, I probably shouldn't move on over in this lane, right? There's somebody there. We get enough information to know how to be safe enough. But we can't gather the information that we require to really extrapolate details regarding truth unless we're looking square at this reflection in the mirror. Okay? There's a fear aversion to slowing down on something. And I feel like you're in this process of wanting to see the truth somewhere, but you're also not wanting to see the truth. You want to see the truth, but you're afraid maybe of what the truth is. So there's an encouragement here to slow down, to change your perspective on something. Maybe the way that you're looking in the mirror right now is not giving you, well, it's a good example too, driving. Maybe the angle that you're in, there's a car in your blind spot. So you need to actually like turn to look. There's a need to change your perspective, the way that you're looking at something, because something is hidden. Something's hidden. And it's hidden in the dark. What is that song? You and me go fishing in the dark, lying on our backs, just counting the stars where the cool grass grows. What is that song? Staying the whole night through, feels so good to be with you. Was it Nitty Gritty Dirt Band? Oh my god, that's a blast from the past. Holy moly. Yeah, something about slowing down, you guys. Slowing down to see the stars, even to see the truth. That's interesting. What's coming to mind is like light pollution. In order to see the stars, light we could see as like truth, dark is falsity. It's not that cut and dry. Just how the truth. Ooh, interesting. Okay. False truth, falsity. The light that we produce, man-made light, is not a natural light, but it does block our ability to see natural light. Interesting. There's a need to get away from the lights. And this could be a physical, literal thing for some of you. I feel like it's more of a um, metaphoric. There's some sort of false truth that is blocking out the real truth. Okay, let's get into this, you guys. So, general to start. Why not? The devil. The devil. Speaking of the shadow, speak of the devil, and they shall appear. This is the shadow realm, you guys. This is anything that keeps us connected to this physical realm through the process of addiction, abuse of power. I feel like there is an abuse of power that's happening right now. And this, can be on a global scale, your community, personally as well. Today, as I'm filming this, Pluto moved into Aquarius. We are now officially in the age of Aquarius. If there was ever a time for illumination, well, it's that time. The alarm's been going off. What has been in the shadow is coming to light. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This goes for us collectively and individually, okay? I'm getting this message that there's a need to not restrict that process. You will be better for this. We will all be better for this, to allow this to happen. And nobody's immune from this. So there's no need to place judgment, or on yourself, shame on yourself, okay, for what does come through the shadow. Just like the tiger here, this isn't the shadow realm. The shadow realm is the divine feminine. We're not talking about good or evil, okay? There's power here. There is power here that is in the shadow that the devil's talking about. The abuse of power I'm feeling like that's connected to this, like I said, it could be world leaders. That's definitely happening around the world, but also individually. The abuse of power I'm getting here is like the resistance to allowing or accepting maybe your own spiritual sovereignty. Mm-hmm. 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 Which is going to be your reflection in the mirror. What reflection are you allowing to come forward? Eight of Pentacles again comes in to clarify this. There's work to be done for sure. Make it work, Libra. Make it work. This is hard work. This is not easy work for sure. This is an encouragement to pack a protein bar, to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, your basic human needs, in order to approach this process, because it's going to be bumpy for a second until it's not. Not to catastrophize or sensationalize anything. I'm just speaking plainly with the energies of Pluto and Aquarius. Like, it's time for change. The change that's possible can go many different ways. That's up to us. It's up to the humans here, okay, to decide how are we going to utilize this energy in the age of Aquarius. Because it could be a very good thing. Very good. All right, Libra, let's move forward. Speaking of good things, moving into good stuff coming for you here. Six of Swords to start. I love this deck, the imagery. They're leaving a snake here. Six of Swords is a transition. There is something that needs to be left behind in order to make the transition. You're moving from where there's been poo-poo to where there is no longer poo-poo. Something where there has been fighting, anger, pain, moving to a place where there's peace, healing, joy, love. The snake imagery here, though, you're moving from choppy waters to calmer waters. We're leaving whatever the snake is. And the snake, I feel, can be representatory of a person, a process, a thought, an idea, belief system. The snake can symbolize transformation too, shedding our skin. So I take that as a little bit of both and. You could be leaving, the control or intended power of another person over you, or yourself. You're letting yourself get out of the way and shed the skin to move into Libra 2.0 or 3.0 or 4.7. I don't know. I don't know what version you're on here, okay? But an upgrade, an upgrade. 13.1, right? Right. Ooh, yay! Okay, so to clarify the good stuff here for you guys, Nine of Pentacles. It's a glow up, you guys. This transition, as you're shedding whatever needs to be shed here, old ways, okay, from others, yourself, whatever. I'm getting kind of like surviving through the group versus surviving through the self. Nine of Pentacles, this is independence. This is your sovereignty. Stepping into that power, realizing that power. The lie that's been needed here to illuminate the truth for you is your old life. That snake. The skin that's needing to be shed here. The lie is that that's your life. That's all you get. That's what you deserve. You're not enough for something. On and on and on, right? Yeah, we're done with that. We're done with that. We're moving into the woof. The woof. Ah woo. Howling at the Moon. Yeah, that came through in the last full moon, or the last full moon, yeah. Last reading that I did on the full moon. Whale and Orca Elders is standing out to me here in the Starseed Oracle too. Making our sound, singing our song. This attracts our tribe. This attracts our group. Whether you want to look at it as Howling at the Moon, whale song, we are vocalizing something here. Back to the falsity, the resonance in our voice. If we're speaking something false, that resonance bet will be felt by everyone. Everybody may not be able to discern what's going on there right away, but especially by the people that maybe you would consider or do consider your tribe, they consider your tribe before coming here. They're going to see that and go, well, that's not my song. I'll keep moving on, right? It's really important to be authentic. Always. We're choosing authenticity over connection. This is what it means to survive through the self rather than surviving through the group. And it's been that way for a long time. We've needed to keep our heads down. We've needed to blend in to the group so that we don't stand out, so we don't perish. We're done with that. Moving into the age of Aquarius here and moving forward, we're done with that. We're learning about our own sovereignty. And this in your good stuff, well, this is happening, Libra. Buckle up. Buckle up, buckaroo. Okay. Let's move into what you don't see coming here, or what's in the dark, and what's in the dark. What you don't see coming, Two of Swords. That was standing out as I was shuffling here. What you don't see coming is a need to make a decision, or that a decision will be made. You may be feeling right now that you are stuck between two or more paths, options. Maybe you don't know where to go, or you're just feeling crushed, pushed in by these forces outside of yourself. What you don't see, and this is interesting too with the hoodwinked, I was saying that we can't be hoodwinked by others. We can't have the wool pulled over our eyes if we've already done it to ourselves first. And that's the resonance, okay? What you don't see here is a resonance check, you guys. This is, as for all intents and purposes, these are the keys to your kingdom. Getting real accurate on what your resonance is. We're shedding the falsities. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. The Chariot. Yay. The Chariot comes through here to clarify what you don't see coming, what's in the dark. Movement, you guys. Like I was just talking about feeling crushed here, stuck between whatever. What you also don't see here in the dark is, well, your power, like I was saying with the tiger too. The Chariot is the magician in action. The magician is the intention, the understanding, the knowledge that we have what we need to create what it is that we want. Desire and thought coming together to produce action, the Chariot. So what you don't see here is things starting to move along. Maybe how important your desire, thoughts, and understanding of your own ability, sovereignty, and resonance, how much that plays into your ability to put something into motion. I was going to say emotion. Yeah, energy and motion, emotion. Yes, yes. Thank you, Spirit. This is positive forward movement, but there are trials that come with this, okay? Being brave, having faith and trust, a little bit of pixie dust. Okay, let's keep moving forward here. Your difficulty, obstacle at this time. Page of Cups. Yeah, I can see that. So the difficulty right now is maybe pulling the reality, as we're talking about Fantasia and the never-ending story, that bridge, that connection between the real world and the fantasy world, and needing that energy, that emotion. There was a lot of emotion in that scene. That emotion from Bastion, the stronghold, to name the ruler of this fantasy realm, to solidify its just nature is what's coming through, to make it real by validating its existence. So the difficulty right now is doing all of that. I'm getting this kind of like, well, who am I to do this or that? Someone is definitely struggling with some shame. This is also feeling overwhelmed, can be overwhelmed with emotions. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That emotion needs to be directed in a specific way in order to receive a specific result. If it's just being washed all over the place, all over us, all over others, we're gonna have a bad time. It's gonna be hard to produce what it is that we want to produce. You can do this, Libra. I believe in you. Okay. Temperance. Yes. Temperance comes in to clarify. Alchemy, bringing two extremes into harmony. Harmony. Yes, this is the difficulty at this time. Back to the Two of Swords, what you don't see coming or what's in the dark. I feel like these are the forces that are needing to come into congruency. And the congruency could even just be maybe recognizing what isn't true. What is incongruent with you? What's being spoken, showed to yourself, no matter from who, you guys. From whom? From who? Whom? English is always changing. Maybe whom's leaving. Recognizing the skill of recognizing truth. This, I feel, is the incongruency. This is the alchemy that's taking place here right now. Taking the difficulty in recognizing truth and turning it into a masterclass on how to recognize truth. As a hint, it's not on, Wikipedia. Okay. The truth is in here. And if you're not in a practice right now where you are honing this skill, please start. Meditation, you guys, I say it all the time. There is a need to explore the emotional realm, the shadow realm, the divine feminine, but to also stay grounded here, to not get lost in that. And that's where the difficulty is, examining that realm and not getting lost. But you can do this, okay? Allow yourself to be curious about this process and start meditating. 5 minutes in the morning, you guys, that's it. Like, make the commitment to meet with spirit. Put it on your calendar. God, universe, however you want to look at that energy. Make an appointment. Make it work. Okay. I'm going to pull an oracle card here. Which deck, please, Spirit? Medicine Heart. I'm going to pull an oracle card here to close this message out, and then I'm going to go into an extended reading. If you want to join me there, there'll be links in the description of the video, along with many, many other links. You can check those out. I do have them for sale individually as well as on the 3rd tier of membership if you want access to them all. Okay, what do we have here for Libra? Final messages, please, Spirit. This one. Did you want this one too? 2? Okay. Do? All right, you got 2, you guys. I don't even know what this one is yet, but it's a wolf and an owl imagery. Second sight, of course it is. Second sight. So the owl, I was saying who, whom, who. And the wolf, howling at the moon, our voice. Having wisdom in our voice. Okay, second sight. Remember that you are blessed with spiritual guides who are looking out for you. Through a combination of spiritual protection and your own wisdom, instinct, and intuition, your timing will be excellent, and you will not allow anyone or any situation to get the better of you. Yeah. When you are ready to receive it, you will be gifted with the knowledge of what is true and what to do. Oh my God. Ah! Oh, I love it, love it, love it. I'm getting the imagery of a dragonfly, actually. When you see a dragonfly, you can be sure there's an angel riding on its wings. Make a wish. Ooh. I feel like the cavalry's coming. Ooh, love it. I feel like that imagery is coming through here just to show that we are not alone. Maybe you are seeing dragonflies, or maybe you will see a dragonfly. Let that be symbolism for you that this is truth. You're not alone. You are being helped in this direction. I love that. Thank you, Spirit. I see a threshold of Isis. Okay. It's sideways here, so I'll show you. This is what it looks like, but I'm going to have to turn it to the side. So, disentangle your mind from distraction or drama as you intentionally orient yourself in your heart. I mean, okay. Cultivate compassion whilst focusing on your own life and purpose. Do not allow thoughts, words, or actions cast from the delusions of hate, fear, or jealousy to undermine your commitment to your path. A significant threshold is soon to be crossed. Ready yourself to embrace change as you continue to trust your light. Oh my God, you guys, this is perfect. That threshold, there is an event, a situation coming forward here, a threshold to be crossed. Oh, I love it. Okay. Thank you so much, Libra, and thank you, Spirit. That was a beautiful, beautiful message. I love you guys so much, and I hope that this message is helpful for you. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all very soon. Be well.